Hello everyone, this is Rashmi Singh. Welcome to my channel. Seeds, structure and germination of seeds. What is a seed? We all know that fruit is an enlarged ripened ovary which consists of seeds. And seed is the ripened ovule. It contains an embryo that develops into a new plant. Embryo is formed by the fusion of sperm nucleus and egg nucleus. Seed. It consists of two main parts, radicle, which develop into roots, and plumule, which develops into shoots. That is stem, leaf, flower, etc. Seed contains endosperm which provide food material for nourishment of embryo during germination. On the basis of endosperm, seeds are classified into two groups. First is albuminous or endospermic seeds. In this type, seed retains a part of endosperm as it is not completely used up during embryo development. Example is wheat, maize and barley. Ex-albuminous or non-endospermic seeds. In this type, seeds have no residual endosperm as it is completely consumed during embryo development. Example is pea, groundnut, etc. Cotyledons. It is the part inside the seed that looks like a small leaf, which the developing plant uses to store food. Cotyledons are the first part of seed to appear above the ground when it begins to grow. On the basis of cotyledons, seeds are classified into two groups. First is monocots. Seeds with one cotyledons. Example, maize, grasses. Dicots. Seeds with two cotyledons. Example, bean, pea. Structure of bean seed. Seed coat consists of two layers. The outer layer is known as testa. You can see in the picture testa. Inner layer is called tegmen. You can see tegmen in the picture. Below the seed coat are two cotyledons. Embryo has two parts. First is radicle and plumule. Radicles develop into roots and plumule develops into shoot. Helium. It is the oval scar on the concave side of the seed. It is the spot where ovule was attached to the ovary wall through placenta. You can see in the picture helium. Epicotyle, the region of axis between the point of attachment of cotyledon and plumule. Hypocotyle, the region of axis between cotyledon and radicle. Micropyle, it is the tiny pore near helium through which seed absorb water. It also provides for diffusion of gases for growing embryo. You can see micropyle in the picture and also the hypocotyle. Structure of maize seed. Maize seed is called as grain because it is a single seeded fruit in which fruit wall and seed coat are fused to form a protective layer. On one side of the grain is a small light-colored oval area which marks the location of embryo. Remaining major part contains large endosperm which is rich in starch. The embryonic part and the endosperm are separated by a thin epithelial layer. Outermost layer of endosperm is called aileron layer, which is rich in protein. The embryo consists of single cotyledon called scutellum, a radicle and a plumule. Radicle is enclosed in protective sheath called coryza. Protective sheet of plumule is called as coleoptile. Difference between bean and maize seed. In bean seed, it has 2 cotyledons, maize seed has 1 cotyledon. Bean has no endosperm, maize seed has large endosperm. Bean seed has large embryo, maize seed has small embryo. In bean seed, plumule is large, in maize seed, plumule is small. In bean seed, helium and micropyle is visible. In maize seed, it is not visible. In bean seed, seeds separately contained in the fruit called pod. In maize seed, seal wall and fruit wall are fused to form a single grain with no separate seed. Germination. Seed remain in dormant stage or inactive form, which is the period of rest until it gets favorable conditions. Only when the proper conditions are available, embryo awakens and start growing into a new plant. This process of formation of seedling, that is the baby plant from an embryo, is called germination. Types of germination. There are 2 types of germination, hypogeal and epigeal. In hypogeal germination, epicotyle elongates faster. In epigeal germination, hypocotyle elongate faster. In hypogeal, cotyledons remain underground. In epigeal, cotyledons are pushed above the ground. Hypogeal germination occurs in monocotyledonous seed. Example, pea, gram. Epigeal germination takes place in dicotyledonous seed. Example, castor, bean. Condition for germination. There are 3 main conditions required for germination. First is water, suitable temperature, and oxygen. Let's take a look on some experiments to prove these conditions are necessary for germination. Experiment to show water is necessary for germination. We take 2 beakers, beaker A and B. We keep dry cotton wool in beaker A and wet cotton wool in beaker B. Along with that, we put some non-germinated seed in both the beakers. We can see that after some days, the beaker B seeds starts to germinate. This shows that only water presence make it to germinate. Experiments to show suitable temperature is required for germination. In this also, we take 2 beakers A and B, in one beaker we kept wet cotton wool with non-germinated seed and we kept it under normal temperature, whereas the other beaker is kept in a refrigerator. So after some days we will find that the seeds in the refrigerator do not germinate, while the seeds that are kept outside starts to germinate. So this shows that it requires suitable temperature. Experiments to show oxygen is required for germination. Same, we take two beakers A and B, we keep the non-germinated seeds with the cotton wool, and in beaker A we put some oil layer so that it can not allow the air to come inside. So we can see that the beaker B seeds germinate but beaker A seeds do not germinate. This is because air cannot reach the seeds in the beaker A. Three-bean experiment. In this experiment, we take a beaker, filled it with half with water. We take a scale and we put 3 seeds at equal distances such that one seed is totally immersed in water, one is in the middle which has both water and air, and the last one is only situated on the air. So we can see after some time the seeds in the middle portion starts to germinate where the other 2 seeds do not germinate. So this shows that both water, air and suitable temperature is required for the germination of seed. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.